at Chairman's Briefing, we break down stock movers of the week in mining. I'm Rachel Lee, and Electrum Discovery and Lake Victoria Gold are partners for this one. The World Economic Forum is underway in Davos, Switzerland. Global leaders at the summit have identified a new era of geoeconomic confrontation. This is now ranked as the top global risk for 2026. We're seeing this fraction play out in real time. New trade tensions have emerged between the U.S. and Europe. Massive tariff threats are freezing major trade deals. Experts at the forum expect that this stormy period of competition is set to last for the next decade. The market impact here is that this uncertainty is forcing a structural shift in the gold market. Analysts at State Street note that gold is no longer just reacting to headlines. It's become an embedded threat hedge. The strategic outlook is that gold is moving from a defensive play into a core portfolio asset. Many analysts now project prices to hit $5,000 per ounce by the middle of the year. Now, in this environment, market pullbacks are viewed as technical entry points. The long-term momentum remains firmly behind hard assets. Analysts at Sprott just released their key investment themes for 2026. This firm is a global heavyweight with $50 billion in physical metals and mining assets. So when they talk, the market listens. Their main takeaway is that we've entered the era of every country for itself. Sprott is calling this the sovereignty trade. Nations are no longer looking for the cheapest deal. They're rather focused on security. They're stockpiling physical assets like copper and gold to protect against global supply shocks. The so what for your portfolio is this. With U.S. debt hitting over $38 trillion, Sprott sees a massive shift away from paper currency. Investors are rotating into hard assets that they can actually hold in a vault. The bottom line, according to Sprott, is that the old global system is fracturing. You must own the things that a country needs to survive. That means things like gold, silver, and copper. Electrum Discovery has announced a merger of equals with ASX-listed MinRex Resources. The combined company will maintain an ASX listing with over 8 million Australian dollars in cash and no debt, providing access to Australia and Asia Pacific's mining capital markets. The merger brings together Electrum's Novo Tolomino Gold project in Serbia, which hosts 670,000 ounces of gold equivalent in inferred resources, with MinRex's Sofala Gold project in Australia. The combined company will focus on resource expansion drilling at Novo, building on the existing resource base and 2021 PEA. The transaction has support from Electrum insiders holding about 28% of outstanding shares. Kinross Gold is making a massive bet on American soil. The company has greenlit 3 major projects in Alaska and Washington state, overall investing $1.6 billion in the states. Their goal here is to unlock 3 million ounces of gold by focusing on the Manh Choh and Gill projects. They're also advancing the Curlew exploration in Washington. Now, these builds are designed to extend the life of their existing mills and securing the company's production profile for the next decade. Analysts see this as a de-risking event for Kinross. They're moving production away from volatile regions and into Tier 1 jurisdictions. You can expect the market to reward this shift to safe haven stability. Lake Victoria Gold is building 2 gold projects in Tanzania's Lake Victoria Goldfield. The company owns Tembo, which is located right next to Barrick's Bulyanhulu mine, which is over 50,000 meters of historical drilling. They also own ELY.V, which is a fully permitted project near AngloGold Ashanti's Geita gold mine. ELY.V has completed a pre-feasibility study in 2021, and they hold all construction permits, positioning it as a near-term producer. The management team has attracted strategic backing from Barrick as an equity investor, and they've also recently formed a partnership with Tanzania's Taifa Group. Management and insiders control more than 60% of the company. Brazil holds the world's second largest rare earths reserves. And the U.S. is moving to lock down a supply of rare earth minerals through a series of direct investment deals with the country. Washington is using the International Development Finance Corporation to provide direct loans to Brazilian miners. This federal agency is essentially pre-buying production to guarantee that Brazil's supply goes to the U.S. instead of rival refineries. This partnership aims to build the first major processing alternative in the Western Hemisphere. It ensures that the materials used in electric vehicles and defense systems are independent of Chinese export bans. The objective is pretty clear here. By using direct project financing, the U.S. is turning Brazil into a friend-shoring hub. This protects Western manufacturers from supply shocks and ensures that high-tech hardware remains independent of adversarial control. Boreal Gold is reporting high-grade results from 2 separate projects in Manitoba, Canada. Assay results from the North Star Lake property returned values that are as high as 81.4 grams per ton gold. Half of the samples in this latest batch exceeded 20 grams per ton. The company is also confirming a new discovery at its Fay Lake property. Metallic screen analysis identified coarse gold with values reaching 20.7 grams per ton. This mineralization is located along a 9-kilometer shear structure, which is similar to the nearby Puffy Lake mine. The company is now focusing its 2026 exploration on these targets. Winter and spring drilling is planned for both the North Star and Gold Rock deposits. The company is using record high gold prices to accelerate their development across the Manitoba portfolio. And that's your briefing for this week. Make sure to subscribe to this channel before you go, as it does mean a lot to us. I'm Rachel Lee, and we'll see you in the next one.